Good morning. It is like 10 seconds away from being 8:18 Central Standard Time. Hi, I'm Jane, and this is One Question a Day, and welcome to the PB&J Influence. I am coming to you live finally from Dallas. I am home. I am so excited to be home. Oh, you can see some of my socks and stuff on the floor over there. I dumped my whole suitcase like right there because that's my washing machine. And so I'm going to be doing a bunch of laundry today. I've been gone for 13 days on the road. It was wonderful. I got to see my grandbaby, my daughter's baby daddy. Yes, is that how you say it? Yeah, they're like a solid item for the past, 5 years. But I can't call them husband because they're not married. And got to go to Mammoth, California, which was just sensational. I got to stay on the coast in Carlsbad, right on the beach. Oh, it was so nice. I got to visit with my friends, all my best girlfriends. I got to see my man. Oh, it was a good trip. I got to visit a really dear friend of mine out in Fallbrook. Sweet older gal. I say older, but I feel like she and I are the same age, but she's like 74. And you'd never know it. Oh my gosh, such a babe. Anyway, so I made the rounds and I am back. I could not wait to come back to Dallas. And even people that live in Dallas, when I'm on the airplane, I tell them that I just moved from San Diego to Dallas, and they're like, why would you ever do that? Like, that's so stupid. But it's not. I love this place. And what's really fun is now that I got here, there's a tropical depression. It was a tropical storm, Imelda, coming up through wherever, the Gulf Coast, right? Running up through Houston, and now just kind of east mostly of Houston and hitting a bunch of little towns, going northward. And headed kind of for Dallas, but I feel like we're going to be on the outskirts of it predominantly. We're just going to get rain, and maybe not even that much rain. And so today it's like totally dark outside and around 75 degrees. Good morning, Kent. Good to see you. How have your travels been? And so it's dark out, so I'm using my artificial lighting, which you can pretty much always tell when I do that because of the reflections that happen in the chrome back there. And it's I know I'm a little grainy here. Who cares? We're going to do this thing anyway. What are we doing? If you've never been here before, this is One Question a Day. Well, you know that because you clicked on it and it said One Question a Day. And you're like, what's that about? So I am going to read one question from this 5-year journal, which poses one question to us a day. And we're going to see if we can take it from your basic average question, which a lot of times people don't even think about even basic average stuff. And we're going to see if we can go a little bit deeper than basic average and get into some kind of okay discussion about whatever the question is. And maybe you'll leave here today learning one little piece more about yourself, which is kind of the goal, I guess, is to just see who's in there, right? And don't worry, it's not that scary, I'm telling you. So, what else do I need to talk about? I told you about the weather. I told you I'm coming to you live from Dallas, 8:18 Central Standard Time, Monday through Friday, unless I'm traveling, and then the whole thing is just a shit show. You know, it's crapshoot. You don't know when it's going to happen, and neither do I. And but if I'm here, it's going to happen, Monday through Friday. So here we go. Are you ready? Drum roll, please. Kent, could you please give me a drum roll? Thank you. And the question of the day is, and by the way, I don't know the question of the day, and this is the 19th, just double checking. What plan are you devising? Dun, dun, dun. What? Whoa. What plan, my evil plan to take over the world, what plan are you devising? Devising. That's interesting how they worded this. I just want to think about this for a minute. And here's the thing for you all. When you come across a question, look at that question like a Rubik's Cube. And you know how there's all the different sides and the different colors, and you just have to keep like turning it around and shifting it, and right till it kind of clicks together. That's what you should do with a Rubik's Cube too, because there are many ways to ask the same question. And a lot of times you will get different answers based on the way you perceive the question or the way you ask the question. And so I just like to dig into these questions a little bit. I'm assuming whoever wrote these really kind of thought about how they delivered them, wrote them down. And so I like to kind of dissect it to, I don't know, get a better angle on it or something like that. I'm not sure. Anyway, here we go. So I'm going to look up the word devise, right? Because that was, the question was, what plan are you devising? What plan are you devising? Which I feel like that word has the base of it is division, but we'll see. Devise. Definition. Devise. Plan or invent a complex procedure, system, or mechanism by careful thought. All right. Okay. So what plan? What does it mean to devise something? To contrive, plan, or elaborate, invent from existing principles or ideas, to devise a method. What plan are you devising? Well, I don't know. How many of you actually have something that you are planning, that you're working on, that's probably in the future, right? Like, okay, if you're planning it, it's got to be in the future. Otherwise, you'd be doing it, and the plan would be like coming to fruition. Like, duh. Okay, so what are you planning? What thing do you have for the future that you, and hopefully it's something that you're looking forward to, right? Like, but hey, on second thought, it might not be. Maybe you're in a place where you're having to plan a funeral. That's not necessarily something that you're looking forward to, depending on who the person was. Maybe you are planning a surgery. I'm going down the dark road right now, trying to think of like nasty things. Maybe you're planning an intervention for someone. Maybe you're planning a wedding. Maybe you're planning to have a baby. Maybe you're planning to get your children or one of your children into college. There's so many things. That's a pretty good question, right? That's why I would love to have feedback on that from y'all out there. And by the way, if you're out there and you're just watching this, I think even if it's not live, you can go ahead and comment. Of course, I can't respond like in the moment, but I can respond when I get to it. But also, if it's there right now and you're just hiding and watching, you are welcome to pop on the chat box and say hello, and you can chat with us. That's when this whole thing gets good, is when like 7 people show up and we all start talking about stuff, right? So this is a really good question for that, because everybody has something planned. And here's something. Okay, do you guys ever feel this? Does this ever happen to you? Driving down the freeway. Sometimes I could be driving at 1 a.m., right? And yet there are still plenty of cars out there driving. And I'm thinking, who are all these other people going somewhere at the same time that I am? Like, at a really kind of not normal time. What are they doing? What is their life like? What is their story? Where are they going in that car? And I just want to like drive up beside people on the window and go like, hey, where are you headed? But I can't do that because I would probably sound like some kind of weirdo cougar thing trying to pick up on somebody, girl or guy, you never know. And I find it fascinating that we get so wrapped up, we get so microscopically focused on our own lives that you almost forget that every other person around you has an entire story going on with their life, just like you do. Like, look at your life. Look at how complex it may be, right? Or all of the activity and things that are going on in your life, and realize that every single other person on the planet has the exact same thing going on. Okay, for me, that becomes really fascinating, and I want to start asking questions. I am like the question girl. It's funny that I'm doing this. I didn't even think of this until just now. One question a day. Like, for me, I am the question girl. When I was in school, I would ask 100 million questions. I would be like the only person asking 100 million questions, but it's good because I got everybody's questions answered, right? And nobody's asking questions except me, because I want to get my money's worth, right? While I'm in school, and get the teacher to give me cotton picking answers, not just information. I want answers, damn it, right? And so here I am asking one question a day, and I just lost my train of thought. Shoot. So yeah, I would love to go out there and ask people what they're doing. And as soon as I can take this thing live with my cell phone, it'll make it so much easier, because I can't really walk around with my laptop, and ask people questions. But I'm going to do my next phase where I just really am planted at Starbucks all the time. So I become the permanent fixture, and I'm just going to start like dragging people in to the show and plunk them down and ask them this question, like what they think. So we have a live person with us. Okay, I got some comments here. Wow, sorry. Got to read the comments. Oh, that's really good. Kent's brilliant is going to be investing in marijuana, which actually is a super, super smart business move. Yeah, and that's his plan to take over the world. Wahaha. His plan that he is devising. Oh, the hair is a mess. So I got in yesterday, and I have done nothing to clean myself up since I traveled. Sorry. Yeah, Kent, that is super good. I actually, you guys, honestly thought about growing marijuana as a business because I hate it. And I would never, ever in a million years be a candidate to like smoke my business away, or eat my edibles or whatever the heck, or just be so high that I couldn't run my business. Never going to happen. Hate marijuana, but I know that it's extremely effective. And there's a crap ton of money to be made in the marijuana industry. Just got to go about it right. But I decided that probably, growing marijuana wasn't my best option. So I dropped that plan. But hey, Kent, if you want to like talk about getting together and doing some marijuana business, I'm kind of joking. Anyway, so what am I? Anybody curious about what I am devising a plan? I am always devising a plan. I am the person who, while I am devising a plan, then I start carrying out the plan. And before the plan is completed, I'm thinking of another plan to hop onto, right? And my big issue is follow through with the original plan. Like, I've got to complete everything I do. And I don't. I'm not the completion girl. I'm the visionary, right? Hold on here. Oh, ooh, yeah. Good. Okay. I'm just reading Kent's comments. You guys can all read them too if you want. Talking about marijuana. Anyway, so what is my plan? And things that we're planning, are they important? Why do we plan them? Do we only plan important things? Do we plan fun things? Do we plan hard things? Why are we always planning? Where does that desire come from? Where that need come from that we have to plan things? That's kind of interesting. What if you didn't have the ability to plan? You would just have to kind of be. And would anything ever get done? Would new things ever come up? I think like inventors are like major planners, right? Because they're inventing and then they have to make a plan how to make this thing come into life. But anyway, there's many ways to plan things. Very interesting. Never thought about that. See what this book does? One question a day. You never know what you're going to get. What am I planning? Dum, dum, dum. I'm planning a lot of things. I'm planning to move from here, where I am right now, in the Dallas Metroplex area, and I'm going to move about 45 miles to the west. I had to think about that. To the west, sometime around December. How do you like that? So this is going to look different in the background come December. That's pretty exciting. And there are other things I am planning around that. I am devising around that plan, which are pretty exciting. But I'm not going to go into details right now. What else am I planning to do? I am planning in the immediate future right now to go out at their ranch, who I have not seen for the last 15 days, 14 days. And I really need to get back with them because there's all kinds of crazy crap going on there. Never fails every time I leave my horses. Stuff goes down. I don't know why, but I got to take care of business. Get out to that ranch, take care of my babies. Yep. Okay, well, I don't know where else to take this question, to be quite honest. If anybody has a thought on going even one little smackerel deeper with this, that would be great. My brain's not going there right now. I think I rattled off as much stuff as I possibly could. Come to, sometimes it's so funny with this show. I'll be thinking about it hours later, right? Like I'll be thinking about today's 8:18 hours later, and I'll be like, why didn't I talk about da-da-da-da-da? That was the perfect opportunity. So that's kind of probably what's happening here right now, right? I'm just kind of stumped and not talking about da-da-da-da-da, but I'll tell you what, you can like and subscribe to my channel and get a friend to subscribe. That would be totally bitchin' awesome. And hey, I'll see you what day is this? Yes, today's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. I have a super intense day tomorrow, which is part of my plan. Wow. Speaking of plans, I'm going to my new little place that I'm going to be moving to, and like every service provider that you could ever need is going to be showing up tomorrow, like cable, delivery man of like refrigerator and washer dryer. The people that are ripping out the floors and redoing them are showing up. The interior designer is showing up. And seriously, like 2 other people, I can't even, the day is like boom, 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 all the way till 5 p.m. with people that I've got to plan with. So yeah, there's a lot of planning going on out there. But regardless of that, at 8:18, I will most likely be at Starbucks tomorrow in the Frisco area of Dallas. And either that or I'll be in my new empty place. But I don't think I'll be in my new empty place because I think there'll already be people tromping around in there. So I will see you tomorrow. Have a fantastic day and get planning, right? Get on it. All right. Bye for now.